Hello, beautiful blessed souls. How y'all doing? Welcome to Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're new, welcome. We'd love for you to be part of our soul tribe and our loving vibe. If you're returning sub, thank you so much for all your likes, your love, your comments, your subs. It really means the world to me from the bottom of my heart for your trust and your love. And I love you also very, very much. A little bit about me. I channel all my energy in a journal each day. I've been journaling since the age of 9. I firmly believe I'm a messenger on this journey. My twin and I came into physical reunion about 2 years ago after we went through a physical separation on the 3D world or Earth. I flip the cards strictly out of entertainment purposes and pictorial purposes. The cards always resonate with the energy that I'm channeling at the moment. So I'm going to get started here. I'm not even going to look at my journal. I want to go over some number syncs, and I believe these number syncs are for you. So if any of it resonates, great. If it doesn't, just pack it away in your pocket. I've been seeing oodles and oodles of numbers, and I don't look for these numbers. I truly don't. So I've been seeing 888, 777, 555, 333. And 717 and 1111, just crazy. Like every single day, multiple times a day, I just glance and, you know, I see 717. 717 is very significant. And I don't know why. Again, merely just a messenger here. When I was in physical separation from my twin, that number, I kept seeing 717. And it wasn't long after we were together in physical reunion on Earth. And I journaled it so many times in my journal, and it just has some significance on this journey. Sometimes I can't always give you the answers. I just document it. And when I'm journaling, there's a force that takes over my hand. And sometimes I can't keep up to the speed of the pen, if that makes any sense. So again, very important message. Another very, very significant message I have for all of you is... my twin and I, we were sitting outside. It was very nice out, and just out of nowhere, we seen 44 crows. Now, my twin, my beloved, he always counts everything. And it was just so strange. And I even said that to him. I'm like, I have never seen that many crows in one time. I've seen the one or two, but 44 flew over us. And it was just dynamic, wonderful, and beautiful. I'm not exactly sure what that message means. 44, 144. I don't know. It'll come to me. I've been having some temple pain on the left side. And usually when I get left temple pain, a very big vision is going to come through. So I feel like this is a very good thing. Like these 44 birds flocking. And I've never seen it in my life. So I think it's a very, very good message that you're kind of flowing towards each other. And it's beautiful. And the fact that we both saw it at the same time. The things that we see, you wouldn't believe. It's just insane. So I feel like there's a little bit of anxiety and a little bit of darkness. But even in the darkest nights, the stars and the moon shine bright. So you have to go through the darkness sometimes to get to the light. And another message I have, and I don't know who this message is for at this moment. Your masculine energy never meant to hurt you. I know when they leave abruptly and suddenly, it hurts like you can't even describe. There's no word in the dictionary that describes the depths of the hurt that you feel in your heart. But they never meant to hurt you. It's the dynamic of the journey. It's almost, I don't know, it's very cruel to a certain degree because you have this beautiful love and it's, you know, I think from the moment you're born and you're in your childhood, you're being prepared for this twin soul. And when it's been taken away from you from that physical element, it's very, very painful, but they never meant to hurt you. It's just the dynamic of the journey. Sometimes it's just too much. And for masculine energy, the ego interferes because it's almost easier to run and to face that love in their heart, because they can't sometimes come to it. They just can't accept it. They can't accept the love in their heart. So that's what I have for you. So much more, but again, I just do it out of entertainment purposes. But yeah, they never, and there's a sense of anxiety. And sometimes that anxiety seems to come from nowhere. Some of you never even had anxiety before in your life until you actually came into your twin. And you don't even realize that it's anxiety that you're feeling. Like you could get hot, sweaty, just nervous and scared. So I'm going to ask for 4 cards. And this is what's in the masculine's heart space as of the moment. And if it's 2, I'll take it, and it is. Okay, so this beautiful message. Oh, and 2, I feel there's very powerful messages coming from Source, Creator, or God in the next, if they haven't already. I meant to mention that. Stuck. So what I gather here is in this message, and it resonates, is with the energy, is that the masculine energy is stuck in their ego right now, and it is a very difficult thing to dismantle. The ego is there as a nemesis or protection, and the ego death is coming into who you truly are. But there's always going to be an element of ego there. There's a lot of shenanigans in relation to the ego, and as you evolve on the journey, you peel the layers back and find out who you truly are. Some of the masculine energies are stuck in that right now, and that could be that anxiety, it could be the darkness. But as I said, even in the darkest nights, the moon and the stars shine bright, so they'll come out of that darkness and come back into the light. Soulmates. This came out in my last message, and I'm not sure why this message keeps coming out. It comes out for 2 reasons. There's 74 cards in the deck. It comes out because it's meant to come out. So either you stumbled across this when you're meant to, or you're not hearing the message. And the masculine energy, he felt like you were soulmates when you first came into each other. And very many twins that do come into each other, and again, what resonates, feels like, because that sense of, like, you've been yearning and longing for the other part of your soul for your entire life here on earth, and maybe in previous lifetimes. And when you actually meet them in the physical, it's a love that you cannot explain. And many of you feel like it's a soulmate, like, oh, I've been, you blend together, you come together magically and beautifully and effortlessly, and you feel like this is a soulmate. And until you unravel and come to the truth of twin souls. I know if you're new to the channel, or if you're an existing sub, you've probably heard me say this many times. When I endeavored the journey, I thought my twin was originally my soulmate. And I was telling everyone, oh, he's the love of my life, he's my soulmate. I never felt this way about anyone in my entire life after 24 years of a relationship. And then I don't even know how I came on to twin flames. And then ironically, when my twin and I came together back in physical reunion, the first conversation he said was twin flames. Like, what is the chances of that? I wasn't even going to go there. So I'm like, there's no way. But he came out with it first. And we share, like, it's crazy, some of the things that we share, but some of them are just a little bit confused, and they're stuck in that perception until that truth comes. But the truth is coming. They know that this is a love that they've never experienced, and they're sharing this with, like, anyone who will listen. But it's hard because their fear, the ego, their fear the love that they feel is so deep in their heart. They don't want to get hurt. They don't want to get hurt. Their heart is vulnerable from previous karmic relationships. So it's easier for them to run from the love than it is to face up to it. And not only that, you have to face up to certain triggers that trigger the healing process within yourself. And this is beautiful. It is crazy. I meant to say this. My twin the other day saw 2 swans. And he's so beautiful and kind and loving. And he says to me, he's like, I saw 2 white, he said, geese. I said, they weren't geese, they were swans. and I said, they're so, and I was saying that to him, they're so significant on the twin flame journey. And so then, of course, he goes and researches it. But this is true love. And the masculine energy knows that this is a love. It's true love, but it's hard for them to digest. But, you know, it's good. And the truth, all the truths are coming. And they're, you know, and I love it also so much. So if they could say anything to their beautiful feminine energy, what would it be? It is true love, like love you've never experienced, felt, and the masculine energy knows this. I don't know how that ends up there, but if you know, some crazy things always happen. Cards move. I don't know. I just leave it to the unknown sometimes, and know that nothing is a coincidence. And that's wrong card. Thank you. All right. And that just knocked over the elephant, so it has to have some 3D world. The masculine energy wants to, you know, beautiful feminine energy. They're struggling in the 3D world right now. They're struggling with ego. They're struggling with all of the false labels and this false self of identity. But they will get there. And they want to come to you in the 3D world. They have tried so many times. You will not believe how many times they picked up that phone and wanted to send a message, but they just lack the courage right now. Even though they lack the courage and ego may be interfering and causing them to be stuck in the moment, the love is always in their heart. And that will never die and sever. It's a soul bond so deep, it's to the inner depth of the core, is the best way that I can describe it. And they so desperately want to reach out to you in 3D, but they are struggling. You're always connected in 5D telepathically, and what a beautiful gift you both have. I'm balancing our energy. There's been some unstable energy. The masculine energy is like crazily coming on to all of these concepts of meditation, healing, all sorts of wonderful things. And they want you to know that they are balancing energy. They know that, you know, it needs to be a healthy balance. And to stabilize and harmonize and balance the energy is very difficult too. Because throughout the journey, there's always going to be interference. And it's how you deal with that interference. Do you deal with the interference with a loving heart? Or do you deal with the interference with an ego and retaliate in a non-loving manner? So it's difficult. People in general, I don't know why this is the way of our world. They don't support this beautiful love. And it's difficult. So you always have to balance that energy, ground the energy. You inspire me to be a better person. What you've done for this masculine energy is beyond words. They've gone through trauma, severe trauma, childhood trauma, and you've inspired them to be better and not bitter. Many of them were bitter and jaded, and they lacked trust for others. But when you came into their essence, you changed them for the better. And they're forever grateful in their heart for you. And even though you're in physical separation, because generally that's what I message for, channel for, even though you are, they love you. They have a love in your heart, as I said, that cannot be severed. And removing all the toxic people in my life. And that is part of the inspiration. They, you know, the trauma and the interference and everything, your divine masculine energy is a beautiful, kind soul. And some people take advantage of their kindness. They're parasites. And this beautiful masculine is always giving, but they're giving to themselves now and not to all the other parasites that are sucking the life right out of them. So it's beautiful. And I love it all so much. So I want to give you a different type of message. So it's these beautiful cards here. And it's a message to you, feminine energy, merely just energy. You know, some people get caught, trapped in the, well, I'm a female, of a female anatomy, so I must naturally be feminine. No. Believe it or not, you go back and forth throughout the journey. You know, masculine, feminine, runner, chaser, however you resonate. I'm not too keen on that runner chaser thing, but I mean, we all have different messages. There's no right or wrong. As I've said before, we all have different DNA, different, you know, blueprint. So not two journeys are going to be the same. I just know that I have over 3,000 pages written. These books are, I think, 200 each. So 2, 4, 6. You know, it's crazy. Some of those are finished. There's 2 of them that are not, but I have other boxes full. So I'm going to ask for 2 cards, please. And for those of you that have emailed me about the documentary, thank you so much. I do appreciate your participation. For some of you, I've sent a release, and the release is for your own protection. Honestly, it is for your own protection. And for those of you that have emailed me, I have not sent you the release form. It's basically just saying that you give Brainy Twin Gemini permission to interview you for the awakening process. And it truly means, like, you have no idea how much this means to me. Just to give you an update, I'm about 10% of the way through of the documentary and or book. So 10% I've done in the last week. I can only do it when it's meant to be. And when I do it, it's like my hand or my pen once again just takes over. You'll be like incredibly happy with the progress, and you'll be incredibly happy with what's gonna come. Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. It is, this message is for you, beautiful, beautiful soul, feminine. It is truly sacred. It is a sacred union. When it is, I believe this has been going on from the moment you arrive into this earth in physical embodiment. You're preordained or destined to meet your twin. And it is a sacred union, especially when you come into each other. Even though you go apart from each other physically, you're always energetically together. It is beautiful, and they want you to know that they know that this is a sacred union. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept the things as they are. There's no point in trying to change what is beyond our control. Accept, exactly, acceptance. Just accept and believe and break free. Just I don't know, you just have to accept what is. And sometimes it's hard, and if we're stuck in our own ego and we're missing and pining, and it's natural. It's natural. You know, you're preventing yourself from living in the moment of now and being free. And living in the moment of now and not worrying about the future is truly, you know, is the most precious thing that you can give to yourself. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. nothing is missing. Basically what I've just been saying. Even though you're physically apart, you're energetically, soully together. And I love it all so much. And criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. This is one of those things, and this message is for you, feminine energy. You get angry. Angry is a result of the hurt, and you know, maybe saying you're done, you're blocking, you're doing whatever. The message before was accept, and just accept the way, accept and believe and have faith. All will work out in your favor if you keep the faith in your heart. Some parasites out there are moving you further from your faith, and moving you further from your faith is moving you further from your twin, believe it or not. You're intended to go closer to your faith, whatever your faith may be. So that's that. So now I'm going to do overall energy. I love this beautiful message. So, overall energy for twin flames. When I was meditating in the bath, I get these weird messages, man, and I don't know if they're for me or if they're meant for you, but I'm going to say it anyway. So I'm sitting in there, and we see these 44 crows. Like, it's beyond ridiculous. You even see that in one's life. You don't generally see a flock of crows. But I'm in the bath, in the Epsom salt bath, meditating, and these messages come and they call me by my given name, which not too many people do. And it's like, why do you think there's only 12,000 on your channel? And I'm like, I have no idea. And it's been like that since I basically started a few years ago. And like the 144 divided by 12 is 12 tribes, and it talks about it in the Christian Bible, in Revelations, that I'm like, and so I meant to put some of these things together. I don't know why, but that's the only explanation I can come to it. Okay, so this is overall. This keeps coming out. I did speak of this at the beginning, so. I just don't like this. Okay. I'm going to ask for one card, please. Usually when I say please. So, one card. Thank you so much. Okay. So, victory. I don't know, I just feel very good things. I feel like there's a very powerful vision coming with all of this stuff that's been happening in the universe, specifically right now, but I feel like there's victory and triumph, and there's going to be some huge epiphany for some of you. Oh, and I meant to mention this earlier. So for some of you that have been struggling financially, there's some form of financial freedom coming to you. It may not be in a large dollar sum, but if you're worrying about something financial, it's going to be taken care of. That could be your victory. But I do feel there's a huge shift in the universe. It's been going on for some time. People email me every single day saying that their twin has reached out to them. A lot of people are private and don't want to leave messages on the channel. That's fine. If you do have any form of conversation, any form of connection, please share it. I love to hear your stories. It just really warms my heart. Sexual energy. Some of you may be feeling this very, very powerful sexual energy towards each other. I don't understand this. And I can't articulate it, but I do know that when I was in physical separation with my twin, I had this weird sexual energy, and it was just bizarre. Like, I'd be laying there meditating, clearing energy and balancing energy, and this weird sexual energy would come. And I don't want to elaborate. If you're you know, if you're feeling the sexual energy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh boy. Ghosted. I was basically talking about this at the beginning of the message. That the masculine energy, I don't know who this message is for. It could be for one, it could be 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, I don't know. They never meant to hurt you. They never meant to ghost you. They were scared. Like no tomorrow, like, you know. And because they have this feeling in their heart. And it's such a very, very strong feeling, a strong feeling of love. And it's scary. And they just wanted to run. And if this is truly your twin, and again, I can't speak to any other twin flame, I don't know, I don't want to say readers, messengers, I guess. I can't speak to what they have to say. I can only speak to what I have to say and the messages that are provided to me and ultimately for you. It's very, very, I don't know, scary. And when my beloved and I speak about it, after it was exactly that. He was scared. And then he went into a karmic partnership, and I guess because there were still some lessons that needed to be learned before we came back together. But he was scared. And he didn't want to get hurt. So that's why that happens. It's not intentional. Inner child. I have this, you inspire me to be a better person. And why is that? It's because that inner child, you know, our inner child defines who we are as an adult. And many twins, not all, suffer severe trauma. I don't know why. Maybe you have to go through this trauma in order to condition your soul to come into each other. I have no idea, but of many twins that I speak to, they have severe trauma, and it's healing that inner child and acknowledging the inner child. And you both have done that for each other, and it's a beautiful gift, because it's not a very nice path to have to deal with trauma and be a prisoner of your past, because it robs you of the moment of now. And even though you think your inner child is healed, don't be fooled. You know, it comes out, it resurrects a lot. So that is the overall message for that. And I want to just give you one. I love these. I just love these cards. I just do. They're beautiful. They're energy oracle. I just love the way they are. I just love the artwork. I love the artwork on them. You are healing each other, and it's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to ask for 4 cards. Overall energy again. And if it's 4, I would take it. They just fell out. They had to. I cannot believe this. Oh boy. Okay. So I'll just start from here to here. Envy. I did kind of mention this in the message previously. There is people that are not supporting your journey. It's terrible. And they have this envy and this jealousy. Just get rid of them. If you feel that, and you're very empathic and you're an energy sponge, if you feel negative energy and you don't feel like somebody's supporting your journey, just politely walk away. But there is a lot. And I feel there's been some karmic endings, and there's been a karmic partner that's intruding, continues to intrude, even though it's done. That cycle is done and finished and completed. And they have this jealousy for the love that you have for each other. And that's too bad. I was Magician in the Mirror, number 53. I resonate this with magic and beauty of the mirror soul of you, both of you coming together. But what I also resonate this beautiful card, this beautiful message is that even though you come into each other and you invoke the spiritual awakening and all of this stuff, you are a mirror of each other, but there's magic and beauty in what you have, and it's just beautiful, and I love it. Basically what I just said, for some of you, there's a door to abundance of value opening up. Resonates with the number 888. And where did I see this number 888? Views. I seem to look at a video and there's 888 views. So it's crazy how all of this is synchronized, and it's just beautiful. So for some of you, the financial abundance is coming. I do want to say one thing about that too. Don't let financial constraints rob you of the moment of now. The more you think about it, the more you invite it into your life, believe it or not. So try and manifest abundance and not to worry about financial obligations, because the more you do, the more you invite it into your life. Believe me, trust me, I know all about the law of attraction. Door to spirit, number 32. I love this dove. The dove visits every single day just to remind me that I'm a messenger on this journey. But as I said, you're getting very powerful messages from Source, our creator, God. So please pay attention to those messages. Don't disregard them. Sometimes you may feel like, oh, it's all my head, it's all my head. No, it's not. They're messages for you to help you navigate your path of life, your journey. So if you disregard the messages from Source or Creator God, then you will no longer get those messages. And then you may be lost on your path. So that's what I have for you today, beautiful souls. And I want to give you one beautiful message today, this afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. And again, for all of you that have expressed an interest in the Awakening documentary, thank you once again, and I will share the progress throughout. Okay? You are always in my heart, like a glowing ocean light, a shimmering star in heaven. Love is a golden memory, drifting through the space like autumn leaves, recollections of loving days and nights. I cannot believe this. We're in Canada. Well, I'm in Canada, and it's autumn right now. And like a glowing ocean light, a shimmering star in heaven. How beautiful. As I said, some of the darkest nights have the brightest stars and moon. So you are a shimmering star. You're beauty, beauty, beauty of a soul. And just love you. So again, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the comments, the subs, the sense of community on our channel. It truly warms my heart from the bottom of my heart. And if any of this resonates, kindly hit the notification bell, thumbs up, comment. We love to hear your comments. Have a beautiful day, beautiful souls.